What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing. OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
Let's take off.
Now, we were just talking yesterday about what was going on with Shannon Sharpe. Well, Shannon, he had released a whole statement about what was going on today, and I'm going to play it for you. After his lawyer had already responded to everything, saying, you know what, and revealed some revealing text messages that he had received from the young lady. So here's what's going on now.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who is targeting JC. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family, friends.
Wow. That's what Shannon had to say about what was going on, Wick. I mean, after hearing that and just understanding the whole ordeal of what's going on, where are you at with it?
I'm at the same place that you and I was yesterday. Before I even just get into what he just said right there, I wanted to kind of go back from yesterday. You and I talked about this.
Yeah.
And we made a point that we didn't believe, one way or the other. We didn't lean to this side. We didn't lean to this side. We didn't say, "Hey, Shannon is guilty. He did it." We never said that. Actually, we leaned more towards that this is a money grab. You said that 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah.
And I also, I backed you up on that. We also pointed out that that black men are a target, rich black men, athletes, actors, ball players, all that they are a target. And so since we know that we are a target, we have to move differently. With great reward comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
But of course, there were some people that came in the comments, and because we said that part of it right there, we were saying that Shannon was guilty. You wrong. You're saying Shannon is guilty because I'm saying that because I said that when you're in a situation like this as a black man, you have to know your worth and your value, and you have to move accordingly to it. If you're a married man, you shouldn't be at the club at 3 a.m. Even if you didn't do anything, but someone gets to shooting, and you get shot, it's not that you deserve to get shot or you did anything to get shot. Only thing you did wrong was being there instead of being at home with your family. I had to learn to stop because I saw it a lot of different times with brothers that would, since we got a lot of street guys on here that would go to what we call the trap.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to get a nickel to blow on or a dime to blow on or something, get my head right before I go home to my family.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And, wind up going inside the trap house.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen guys that, just that, they done it for 2 years. But on that particular day, the police ran up in there. On that particular day, the robbing crew ran up in there.
Yeah.
And you got caught up in the middle of some shit because you was reckless with your conduct and put yourself in a position. 90% of the stuff that we do, we put ourselves in the position of that. I'm not gonna talk about it as, the girl is 20 years old and her nationality. That's a conversation for a whole nother time. What I'm saying is, Shannon Sharpe is a multimillionaire already, a Hall of Famer. He's due for $100 million deal. Let's put that in on this hand. I'm a Hall of Famer. I played 14, 15 years in the NFL. I'm well known. I got the #1 podcast out, and I'm on ESPN, which is owned by Disney. So you already know what Disney, their view on any type of scandal is. We saw it with Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We've seen it with other athletes. So for anybody that say, "Oh man, it ain't a big problem," Michael Irvin didn't go to jail. They just got him off television. You understand what I'm saying? And he was one of my favorites. So in this hand you have this guy right here that's the pill in our eyes, he can do no wrong right here. Then you have on the other hand someone that's looking at you as a meal ticket that will never meet a Shannon Sharpe again in their life. I've been in this business, in this rap industry for over 30 years. I can tell you right now, Beehive, I have never met a Malikica Andrews or a woman that sits up on ESPN and she's in line for $100 million and she's hollering at old Galaxy Wick. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't gotten that lucky.
Yeah.
Most women will never ever be able to meet a Shannon Sharpe in their lifetime. So you know what that means? I said it to say this. A lot of them are knowing that, and they're going into it saying, I'm gonna never meet another Shannon Sharpe again. So you know what? I'm gonna get everything that I can get up out of Shannon Sharpe. You understand what I'm saying? And when I said that yesterday, oh man, some people just didn't get it. So a lot of people will say, a lot of guys will say, well, we should look for the best in people and the females, and you did nothing wrong. Yeah, you did do something wrong. You didn't vet properly. You had yourself in a situation where I said this yesterday. If I have to argue with you, what I took from that right there, I saw the original. I heard that right there, and girl, you gonna make me choke you out. Girl, you gonna blah blah blah. When I'm in a relationship that I have to even be talking like this, you know what I'm saying, or even have to resort to do it, or I feel the need that I need to bring my gun over to your house, and all this type of stuff right here, or you're secretly recording me. Oh, she was recording me. Her and Bixby, she was, they had the camera stuff. If I feel I have that a woman is doing any of these things, these are the red flags that I was talking about, that you have to have that third eye to be able to see when you're online for $100 million. Now, when you're broke, you coming out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, with your flag in your back pocket and your wood out. You know what I mean? It don't matter. I have nothing to lose either, so we're on equal grounds. I'm sure you're not recording me. I mean, I'm nobody. But when you're a $100 million man, the rules change, and you have to change according to the rules, and that's what we were trying to tell the people in the comments, the brothers and sisters that are in line for that. I'm not even in line for $100 million, and like you told me, Wick, you got to watch how you talk to a woman out here. You got to watch when you was out here, and like you said, I'm doing construction work, and I said, hey, baby, you're fine. It wasn't a problem. Yep. But now that you're on my platform every single day, then they're going to take the opportunity to do it, even if you're not doing anything. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the point that I was trying to make, and I'm trying to push that message on to future black men that are in line for promotions as doctors and lawyers and this and that, and you know what I'm saying, that once you have made it, the rules change whether you like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? How many guys have been put out the league for going to the club? We see it right now with John Morant. For him doing the gang thing, shooting right here, right now. His whole career has been, since the last 2 years, in the club with the gun. It has taken a dip.
Yeah.
They're finding him every single second. We don't want that type of behavior on our platform, on our stage. So you have to fall in line accordingly. You have to have a third eye. Hey man, I can't do this. I can't act this way. I can't go these certain places. I can't hang out in the trap. I can't do this. And with Shannon, it's just sad. I don't think that Shannon, I want to be perfectly clear. I think this is a 100% money grab. What I think is Shannon has dealt with a female that was playing chess when he was playing checkers. Now, why he was playing checkers, I don't know. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you have gotten big-headed. Oh, this can't happen to me. Man, I didn't do nothing. You know, I talked a little dirty and, you know, and here and there, but I haven't done nothing that any other man hadn't done. Well, you probably haven't done anything that any other man have done because we don't have $100 million. You've done you're doing what broke niggas do. You know what I'm saying? When you're online for $100 million, the rules don't apply to you, big guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. And I think it's sad because you know he has to even be on here with a video like this defending himself, saying show the whole video. Why is there a video? You're almost 60 years old. This is a 20-year-old woman. What is that not a red flag that, hey, I don't want to be on a video. I'm not coming to your house. We're not doing a video. If I need to see you, first of all, you come to you know, if I need to do something kinky, you come over here in your birthday suit. I want to make sure you don't have a camera or anything on you. I'm going to vet you properly because I have all the stuff to lose. She has nothing to lose. If she don't even get $50 million, if Shannon wants to settle out with her on something, that's $1 million life-changing. If she gets no money at all, a book deal. Her face now is plastered all over everything. There's all kind of ways she, you know, hook or crook, I'm gonna get something out of this by going after a elephant. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a bird on the elephant back, and I want to be the elephant. And I don't know why us brothers just don't get that part of it. We still living in, you know, hey man, you know, man, I can keep it real. I can do whatever I want to do, man. Man, she just coming after me. She is coming after you for money. We get that. We get that part. Tell us something different. You should not be in this situation. That you at some point. You turned a blind eye to it. You underestimated your opponent. And this is what happens when you're online for $100 million. Now, even if she don't get the money, I'm going to turn it over to you. Even if she don't get the money. Disney now is looking at this because a lot of people don't know that there was issues at CBS. You know, Shannon Sharpe was at, you know, I do all my research. So Shannon Sharpe was at CBS first. And there was grumblings of, you know, baby mamas and ex-wives, and blah, 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 well, not ex-wives, but, you know, exes, this and that and this and that. And they got tired of kind of the grumbling. They kind of, you know, both part ways before he went over to FS1. See, so now you're over here at a Disney company because ESPN is owned by Disney. Well, we all know what Disney stands for. The kids. It don't mean they ain't got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with execs their damn self. But you know that you're a brother. So you know your leash is short as a mile. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're the face of this company. So now you're sitting up on national TV. What's going to stop them from just saying, you know what, hey man, we love your talent, but it's just too much. It's too messy. You know, so we're gonna let you cool off for a minute. We're gonna do you like we did with Michael Irvin, and we're gonna send you. You know, we're gonna cut ties with you just on that. Now you don't put your wood in your wallet, and you know lost $100 million deal. You understand what I'm saying? What if the sponsors from Club Shay Shay and stuff start pulling off on this? Yeah, you ain't. You know, we believe you. You know, but we just don't want that the face of our brands. You know, selling Popeye's chicken or something. We don't want to, you know, be known as a freak and you're out here, you know, letting your viral videos go on Instagram and those things. Those are already, you know, sketchy right then, you know, and people will sponsors will pull out over that, even if you don't, you know, lose this or they find out she's a lying dog or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm rooting for that. I'm pulling for Shannon that, hey man, she's, you know, because I really believe in my heart of hearts that just freaking, you know, you're out here, you know, you're having a good time, you got a bunch of money, but you're not realizing the play that's being played on you. And that's what I said yesterday was disappointing. That you didn't have the third eye to see the play that's being ran on you, or have beehives around you that they're not there as yes men. They're there saying, you know what, Shannon, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you should go over to her crib. I don't think you should do this right. I don't think you should be on the phone saying this. I don't think you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm looking out for you, brother, and I care about you. And I'm seeing something else in this, this entire stuff doesn't look right with me. Sometimes we got to surround ourselves instead of running from our brothers that got us, that put us, help us get up on that pedestal, embrace them, empower them, like LeBron did with all his brothers, with his whole gang. So therefore, when I am slipping, you can pull me by the shirt tail and say, hey, Wick, you might not be seeing this, but I am. I went and did a little research. You know the girl that you're on the phone and you're going over her house and you're saying this. Well, how about check this video out? We saw all of it in Magic City. You know what I'm saying? Getting drunk in the car. So these are things that you have to insulate yourself with, not yes men, with guys around you too, so that you can catch this type of stuff. Because only person that has something to lose in this situation behind one person. Shannon Sharpe. Yeah. Not the John Doe. So I'm going to give it to you on that.
This whole thing, Wick, it hurts me. Because Shannon is one of my favorite media personalities out here right now as we speak. And it goes back to something that I say a lot of times on this show that I don't think that people really want to hear. First of all, let me say, I do believe that this is also a money grab. You see what I'm saying? It's a money grab. But, you still got to let due process happen as well.
Correct.
It's all about fun out here, man.
Right.
Everybody wants to have fun. Nobody wants to believe that they living their life to the fullest if they're not, sleeping with the women that they want to sleep with. I ain't work this hard not to be able to do this and not to be able to do that as a single man out here. I don't blame him for that. However, you got $100 million target on your back, sir.
Correct.
And it's like, hey, man, playtime is over. You can't even play with your life anymore. So, you got to make sure that you're dealing with quality women. That's just the bottom line. You got to deal with quality women that are not going to pull this number on you. You can't be dealing with randoms because if you're dealing with randoms, random shit happens. Right. And then we all wind up looking crazy as hell, man. I think that, I feel bad for Shannon because he's fallen into the same category that a lot of African-American men or FBA brothers are dealing with right now in the media to where they are being accused of SA and everything else. Right. So, it's to the point to where these black men are being painted as sexual deviants.
Correct. So, and that's wrong.
Yeah, and that's wrong. Because it ain't like it ain't going on everybody's side.
Right, correct.
But we keep on hitting the media with what's going on.
Correct.
So with that being said, when you do it, you can't just rush yours up under the rug.
Right.
Yours is going to the shade room.
Correct.
Yours is going viral on Instagram.
Correct.
Yours is going viral on Twitter.
Right.
Yours is on TMZ. So you thinking that you're doing the regular stuff that the average man is doing to have fun, you can't do that no more.
Yeah, because you're not average anymore.
You're not average anymore. So that's the issue I think that a lot of people have too, is that they feel like every man should be able to enjoy the common man things. But that's not reality.
That's not reality.
That's not reality. Yes, he should be able to go and be with any woman he wants to be with on God's green earth.
Right.
But guess what? The chances of you being hit with a lawsuit after doing it are extremely higher than somebody that ain't got nothing to lose.
Galaxy Wig.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, with that being said, this ain't even just for Shannon. It's just for every successful black man out there and every brother out there and every man out there.
Absolutely.
We got to be a little bit more accountable to ourselves so we can make sure that we protect ourselves from these situations because, I hate to say it, but you give me $100 million, I'm a mark. I'm gonna be somewhere with my wife and kids, and you think I don't go out now?
Right. I'm
gonna be doing this show for my basement.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna lower my tone with everybody.
Right.
I don't raise my voice anymore.
Right.
Those days are over with.
Correct.
I got too much money to be raising my voice at everybody.
Absolutely. The money talk. Let the money talk.
I'm going to let the money talk to you.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to let the money do all the talking. I'm just like, okay. And then the money's going to show up.
Right.
Now, with that being said, man, I just think that hopefully Shannon can get through this. But it's like, hey, bro, you just had a scandal with your IG Live. We laughed that one off.
Correct.
This go round now, you're getting hit with a lawsuit
By a 20-year-old. That's the thing.
By a 20-year-old, and then she got you recorded.
Right.
See, that's the other thing too. See, it's that old school game.
Right.
In this new damn school.
Right.
Like
Ooh.
I told somebody back in the day, somebody want to record you, they had to have a big ass tape recorder. When Shannon was playing football back in the 90s, he would have seen a big tape recorder popping out of nowhere.
Right.
He would have seen a camera popping out of nowhere.
Correct.
But when it's attached to these folk phones, somebody do it just like this here on you.
Right.
And now they got you.
Then they got you.
They got you.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you can do about it. These folks are so slick with recording these phones nowadays. I mean, you can't get nothing.
They record you while you're on the other end of the phone. While you're having a conversation, I can take my phone and push record and record me and your conversation on the phone.
Exactly.
I don't know why brothers don't understand that when you have $100 million on the line and you're talking to a person that wants $100 million.
And see, what I'm about to hit folks with, it might not be a popular opinion, but that's why I believe in marriage.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with finding you one woman, but she got to be the right woman now.
Correct.
You got to vet the woman that you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
Absolutely.
But you got to find you one woman that's going to hold you down.
I get it.
And also be the other set of ears and eyes to watch out for the money too.
Absolutely.
And also to help you make more money and to grow things and to take care of stuff. You
Absolutely.
see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, I know it might not be a popular thing because we all want to go out here and have the time of our lives.
Correct.
But if you don't want to be getting sued for $50 million,
right?
If you don't want to deal with the defamation of your character across the internet,
right?
If you don't want the headache,
correct,
and you want to just be able to enjoy your money, it's cheaper to keep her with one good, strong woman.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to just sit that right there. Those are my thoughts. It might not be popular opinion, but I mean...
What's the right thing behind?
Yeah,
and sometimes...
But see, it might not... it depends on the person.
Correct.
If you can handle yourself accordingly out here as a single man, then you good to go.
Right.
But that means your stats ain't going to be as high. See, that's the issue. Shannon wanted to have Pro Bowl stats.
In the streets.
In the streets. At 56 years old. See, he was running up the numbers. See,
but according to some people in the comments, that ain't his fault. He didn't put himself in that position. I think that's what I want people to understand, that you and I are not sitting here saying that Shannon did anything wrong but one thing.
Yeah.
He contributed to putting himself in a position because he is the only one that has something to lose.
Yeah.
You have to have a third eye when the rules change from being in each tax bracket.
Yeah.
The rules change.
Come
if
on.
you're a heart surgeon, I don't want to find out that you was, snorting cocaine the night before in the trap.
Come on.
Or even hanging around other people, Dr. So-and-so that was about to operate on Wicked. We just found out that he was coming out of the trap at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got operation at 6, even if he wasn't doing anything.
Ooh.
So that's what I be trying to tell these guys, that I don't want you, y'all guys to think that behind Wicked or get Shannon, for the record, we feel like it's a money grab.
Yeah.
If I had to gamble on it, I would say it's a money grab. I don't also put my house up on it. But Mama always said 90% of the situation, I'm gonna end it at this. 90% of the trouble that you get yourself in, you made a bad decision somewhere and you're explicit in it. And a lot of these people in the comments, they don't want to accept that part.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they get some clarity in this situation with, y'all hit the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about it all. Like I said, I just feel bad for the whole situation right there because, I mean, Shannon is literally having one of the greatest runs ever.
Absolutely.
You don't need it coming to a halt just because of some random you was messing around with.
Correct.
And that's the other part. What we don't want to do is fellas is give randoms that much power over our life.
Yeah, look at the power now. Look at the power now. Now she done teamed up with, her side.
Yeah. So y'all hit the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about everything. And we'll be back at y'all real soon. Be High Radio Shouted. Big Galaxy. I'll let y'all in a minute, man. We gone.